Hey y'all, Bridget Bartlett here. Today, I am going to show you the absolute best thing about High Level that makes High Level stand above almost every other platform. And I say almost just because I think there's probably one that could possibly be better at automations. But if it does exist, I have not come across it, which is why I love High Level. Because if you've seen any of my videos, you know that I love to save time and money with automation. And so High Level is the best tool that I found that allows me to do that. Okay. So I'm going to talk about today, I'm going to give you an overview of the automations tab. And you'll see here in the automations tab, we have two different tabs up here. So we have the workflows and we have the content AI. Now I'm going to go through both of them with you. But I honestly I thought about creating like a kind of a demo series of workflows, but why not show you my real live workflows? You can see these are all of the workflows that I actually have built in my account. And these are the ones that I use every single day. Okay, so you can see I'm not just an affiliate or a reseller, I use High Level and I absolutely love it. If you're not using High Level yet, or you are a High Level member already and you're interested in joining our program, you can go to myvisionagency.com. If you are a beginner to software reselling or you are already on the High Level SaaS plan, you can join as a client. We are going to give you an account within our agency. So you don't have to actually, if you join as a client, you don't need to have a High Level account. But if you are a more experienced marketer and an agency owner and you want the ability to resell High Level as well, you can join as an affiliate and get a free membership inside of our program. Okay. So myvisionagency.com to sign up for that. So you can see here that I have all of my workflows. So here in the workflow tab, we have all workflows and then we have deleted workflows. So if you've added any workflows that you accidentally delete, you can definitely toggle over there and restore it by simply clicking restore and then it reactivates your workflow. You can see here that I have my entire High Level system automated, and I'm going to walk you through some of these things, but I want to just show you before I get into the super advanced things, I want to show you how easy it is just to create a workflow. So you have here all of your lists of workflows. You'll see that we have some of these workflows. You'll see a folder here, so you can organize them. These are all separate workflows. You can see the status of the workflow, how many are enrolled, how many are actively enrolled, when it was last updated, and when it was actually created. Okay, so those are actual workflows inside of a folder. So, like I said, you have your deleted options here. You have the copy workflow history. So, if you want to see when it was copied, also the most recent ones. You can also look at this in list form if that's better for you. And then you can also choose to search your workflows based on the drafts or the published ones or paused to help you kind of track down maybe if you're troubleshooting or you're getting duplicate actions taking place. A lot of the times that's the reason why we want to search through all of our workflows. Or if you have lots and lots of workflows like me, maybe you just would only want to search through the published so that you don't have to search through all the ones that are not published. And of course, you would just click apply and you'd see all of your published filters. Or published workflows. So I'm just going to go ahead and clear that out. If you want to create a folder like this one, you just simply click create folder. And then of course, if you want to add a new workflow, you can do that. And if you want to toggle between the pages of your workflows, you can do that down there. So let's create a new workflow. And if I want to start from a recipe, I can click here and you'll see that High Level has lots of different recipes that you can use so that it really takes the techie stuff out of building the workflow. So if you need to import a campaign or you'll see here like this is for WhatsApp delivery, this is for missed call WhatsApp text back or WhatsApp back rather, the recipe to send recommendations to GPT-4, Instagram comments, Facebook comments, the IVR, the email sequence, the drip sequence, and so on. Okay, so you can check all of these out. Really good. The one that I use the most would be like the birthday template because it is really nice to send someone a message on their birthday. I have training on how you can send a custom image. If you want to go to my YouTube channel, search Bridget Bartlett, and you'll be able to find it. I also use this one a lot, the recipe appointment confirmation plus reminder, because you can see if we go inside of this workflow, it's already pre-built for us. So all we have to do is basically just make sure that it's, what we want it to be, right? So right now this is set to any confirmed appointment. It's going to send this email. And of course, we would just want to make sure, for example, if we want to put our YouTube link there, or we could use the custom value for a custom location. But what you want to do is just come through here and edit each of these. And then this is pretty much done for you, right? You just want to make sure that all of this content is relevant for your business, but it's going to send those reminders for you. So this is a great way of, if you're just brand new to workflows altogether or brand new to HighLevel and you want to get some ideas of how you would actually set all of this up. I know appointment confirmations is one that's kind of confusing. Like, when do I send the email? And then we have, 24 hours before the event. Setting all of that up can sometimes be super overwhelming. So you do have these recipes that you can use, and it's already pre-built for you. You just customize. Now, if I want to create my own workflow, of course, I'm going to click here and I'm going to start from scratch. So I'm going to click here, start from scratch, and you'll see here, first, this is just letting you know that they've changed something, because it used to be this part right here. You'll see this is toggled on. It used to be the default. This was toggled off. But what this being toggled on allows is a contact to re-enter the workflow. So if this workflow is triggered by a form, you probably do want it to be toggled on to re-enter. But if it's maybe like a new customer or something like that, maybe you want that to be toggled off. So you can make that decision based on your own workflow. But you'll see here in the builder, the thing that we need to do with workflows is we need to determine, what do we want to happen to make this workflow start working. Okay. So do we need like a birthday reminder, or if their contact changed somehow, we want to trigger this workflow, or maybe a contact moved to D&D, or we have a specific tag. The tag is the one that I use the most because it's real simple. Let's say if I wanted to add this tag right here to any of the contacts inside my account, then all I would have to do is just add that tag, and then I can do whatever I want to, right? I can choose my trigger here, and then I can say, what do I want to happen when I add this tag? Maybe I want to send an email. So I could choose this option here and build out that email. Maybe I want to send a text message. So you can see all of the options here. I can add notes to the profile, I can create a task, I can copy the contact to another sub account if I'm an agency owner. I can delete the contact, modify their engagement score, add contact followers. So you can see all of the different things that I can make happen based on just adding this tag. Okay. So it's really, really helpful, because if you go into your contact settings here and you go into the profile as you're having conversations with people, and let's say that someone was like, oh, you did an amazing job, I want to send you a review. And I have a tag that allows me to just tag them. And let's say it sends them the review request. And then it also sends them like a special gift. And then maybe I want to add them to a campaign, or maybe I want to send a ringless voicemail. I can do all of those things just based on the tag. Okay. So let's go into some of these automations. I want to show you some real world examples of how these would be used. So I'm going to go here to, let's just say, the HighLevel leads. Okay. So in this workflow here, every time I get a lead from HighLevel, it actually goes to a webhook. So my HighLevel affiliate link, it will send the data to this webhook. So what I want to do with that data is I want to first create or update a contact. Okay. Now I'm not gonna click on here to show you the details of these things, because sometimes there's information I can't show on all of them, but I would want to create or update a contact. Okay. And then I have add a tag, right? So GHL lead, that's the tag that gets added. Now I want to enable, if they have marked me D&D, I need to enable that because I need to send them things because they signed up, right? So now I'm going to remove a tag that said unsubscribed. I'm going to add a newsletter tag. I'm going to add them to my sales pipeline here. I'm going to add a note to their profile that they became a lead. And then I'm going to wait 120 minutes. And then I'm going to see, do they have the GHL trial tag? If they do, I I will do nothing, right? Because I have another automation that takes place when that tag is added. But if after 120 minutes they have not created or that tag has not been added to their account, then I'm going to send them this email and say, hey, it looks like you started a trial, but you didn't complete it, and so on. Okay. So that's the workflow for that. So let's talk about now that next step in the workflow when they become a trial. Okay. So when they become a trial through HighLevel, it triggers my webhook here. And then again, I'm creating or updating a contact. I'm adding the phone number from the data that I've pulled in here to their account. I'm removing a tag. I'm adding a couple tags. I'm adding notes to their profile. I'm changing the stage in my pipeline to trial because they're now a trial. I'm moving them to another workflow because this workflow will create their free membership that they get when they sign up for HighLevel. I'm also going to wait 28 days and then I'm going to send them another email. And that's just simply to remind them, hey, your trial's almost over. Now I have an if else conditional logic that I'm asking. Are they on a paid plan? And then I have these tasks. I have a task if the answer is yes. And then I wait 7 days. Was commission earned? Yes or no? And then if not, I have a tag here. Okay. So that's the basic setup there. Now, if I showed you that once they become a free member, it goes to this workflow here. Okay, so we have MVA member create. So we can either add the tag manually like this. So I have a manual tag if I'm in the profile and I want to start this automation and I want to create an account, but maybe they didn't come through my workflows, or maybe there was a mistake in the automations or something like that, and I need to manually add their account. I can do that using this tag, or in that workflow that I just showed you where it said to send to this workflow, it will just go ahead and bypass the trigger because I've manually triggered it, right? So here, what I want to do is we're going to send them an email. We're going to wait 2 minutes. Then what we're going to do is add a tag here. We're going to remove a tag. We're going to update the contact field. We're going to add a note to their profile. We're going to grant them access to our community and our courses. And then we're going to add a tag that says newsletter. Now, you'll notice at the end of all of my workflows, I have add newsletter. That is I have a smart list created. And if you missed my training on smart list, definitely go back and check that out. But I have a smart list created so that at the end of all of my like initial campaigns that I'm sending, I will add a tag here. And then every time I send an update to my list, I send it to everyone who has the newsletter tag. And that eliminates me from sending multiple emails in one day. Okay. So that's basically the whole walkthrough and setup, or not really setup, but that's basically some examples to help you see how you would, automate some of those processes. So I do want to show you, that was the affiliate option here. So let's go into the membership here and you'll see how I have it set up for my SaaS. Okay. So again, we have this trigger here that when they go to my website on this specific website and they opt in, here's what happens. We're waiting an hour. And then we have this if else conditional logic and we're saying, did they become a member? Okay, so if they have one of these tags, that's what tells the system they became a member according to whatever plan they chose. Okay, if they don't have that tag, it ends up here where we're going to send them an email. And then, of course, we're going to tag them as lead. And then you'll see my newsletter tag again. Now, when they become a customer, though, you'll see here that we have global products here. So these are global products. You can see they've submitted the order. That's the step that's triggering this automation. And this particular product is the Pro product. So you can see global product is Visionary Pro. So when this is triggered, when they purchase this product on any website in my whole account, then it's going to trigger this workflow. Same with this one. If they purchase this product or this product, all right? Now, whether they purchase any of these three plans, everyone is going to get granted access to our group, okay? Because that's where we store our community, we store all of our resources and all of that, okay? Now, the next step here is we're granting access to the courses, all right? Now, we are adding a tag that says MVI active. So that's just kind of a generic tag that I use so that I know that everyone who has that tag is an active member in our community. And then I want to know which plan did they sign up for. So I have another if else conditional logic here where I'm saying, which plan did they sign up for? The workflow trigger is starter, the workflow trigger is plus, or the workflow trigger is pro. So we see what happens when they purchase the starter plan. We're going to tag them. We're going to update the opportunity. When they purchase the plus plan, we're going to tag them with plus, update the opportunity, and then create a task because there is a manual step in there that we need to complete when they purchase this plan. And you'll see it's the same for this plan here. Okay. So that is how we have all of this set up. Now, if for some reason that, and you'll see any if else conditional logic, there's always like this, I call it like the dump file. So if it doesn't meet this criteria, then it will end up here. But of course, you can see, I mean, this is going to be triggered by the products. So they have to have triggered something, but this is just a default thing if you're wondering why that's there. Okay, you don't really need it, but it will make you put it there. And then sometimes it's very useful because if this was a form, like an onboarding form, and they need to enter their membership email address, I can add a conditional logic to say, are they a member? Yes or no? And of course, this would be the no. So if it's yes, then I'm going to send them all the info. And if it's no, I'm going to say, hey, we don't have a member with this name. So you can see how that comes in really helpful. So I hope that you guys have kind of gotten some ideas from my own workflows and then also using your own to build out all of your systems. Now, you'll see here we have Contact AI or Content AI. Okay. So if you toggle over here, you know that HighLevel has an AI system built in that we can train our chatbot. We can also generate images and text and all of that. We can create blog posts. We can create social media posts, content and copy for our websites and funnels and emails and all of that. Okay. Now you can see here that does cost, it does have a charge. And I've talked a lot about like charges. If you go into your agency account, you can set all of that up. But you'll see here inside of this account, when you go to the Content AI, you can see how all of the charges are broken down and then also be able to manage how many of these that you're using and what the actual costs are. So you can see here, total words generated 201, 3 variations, and words per day 7.44. You can see I don't use it that much. But you'll see here like all of the content that was created, how many variations and how many words and so on. And if I wanted to check it out, I could just click here to do that. And so if I wanted to look at all of the opportunities or all the times I'm using the Content AI, I could do that, or I could toggle over between the social media, the blog, and so on. Okay. So that is for the text. And if you want to know about the images, you just click over and now you'll see all of the images are sorted here. And then, of course, you can search there for the social planner blog and so on. And you can see all of the costs that are being incurred based on the AI content that you're creating. Okay. So again, you guys, if you're not a HighLevel member or you're already on the SaaS plan or you're just a beginner and you just want to get started reselling white label software, go to myvisionagency.com. You can choose how you want to become a member. If you're still not sure, definitely watch the demo video here to help you choose, or you can click here to contact us and we'll be happy to help you decide what plan will work best for you. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality. Bye. Bartlett here. I literally could not be more excited or blessed to host a 3-day workshop with the HighLevel team to show you how to build your community in HighLevel. Yes, that's right. You don't need to purchase additional software to build your community. It's just one of the many amazing tools that I use every single day to scale my business and brand. Do not miss this 3-day workshop starting July 1st. I am going to give you some resources that are going to take you from zero to hero in your own thriving community using HighLevel. I'll see you there. for joining us for today's training. If you have any questions, you can join us for open office hours starting right now at bridgetbartlett.com.